In a unanimous vote, the California Assembly approved the latest push to protect child sex trafficking victims who are 16 and 17 years old.
All those vote who desire to vote.
The bill, AB 379, makes it easier for prosecutors to charge a felony against older adults who buy the teens for sex.
It showed a kind of a knot on the side of her head with a gash on it.
Sacramento Democratic Assembly member Maggie Krell originally wrote this proposed law.
And then she said that was from a trick. That's slang for a buyer.
The bill, based on her decades investigating the crime and as a former prosecutor for the California Department of Justice, she has noted nearly 60% of child sex trafficking victims are 16 and 17 years old. The buyer she described faced zero consequences.
That moment haunted me. The way that she felt so disposable, the way that she didn't feel like a victim, the way that we had failed to address the full magnitude of what she had faced.
Krell caused an uproar within her party earlier this month when she spoke out against Assembly Speaker Robert Rivas and the Assembly Public Safety Committee, who at first refused to move forward with the felony. As public pressure mounted, they reversed the decision, bringing us to today's passing vote.
I'm really thankful for everybody's cooperation.
Despite voting for it, some progressive Democrats say they're worried.
I have continued concerns with this bill.
Because the bill makes it a crime again in California to loiter with the intent to purchase anyone for commercial sex.
It will be abused by law enforcement.
The Assembly's leader, Rivas, watched the debate but did not speak on the floor.
I just want to confirm we're not going to hear from Assembly Speaker Robert Rivas on this.
I don't anticipate him at the moment.
He did not show up to talk to reporters after the vote, letting Assembly Public Safety Chairman Nick Schultz do the talking.
All 80 of us in that chamber care about solving the crisis of child trafficking and human exploitation, and the work is going to continue.
Victims encouraged.
Had AB 379 been in place when I was trafficked, my life would have been very different. The men who exploited me were from all walks of life, older, powerful, calculating.
But trying to set the record straight about who the buyers really are.
LGBTQ community, the black and brown community, we're not primarily the buyers. So this bill goes after the buyers, and it's going to hold the buyers accountable.
The bill now heads to the state Senate, Republicans with a warning.
We will not tolerate any weakening of the tools that law enforcement need to protect these children.
It's not clear just yet when exactly the state Senate will start hearing this proposal. When it comes to Governor Gavin Newsom, though, we do know pretty much where he stands on this issue broadly. He has said repeatedly over the last couple of years that he supports this crime being a felony. Reporting at the state capitol, Ashley Zavala, KCRA 3 News.
And there's this, the leader of the state Senate tonight confirming that the bill will have a hearing. As Ashley said, there's not a date set, but lawmakers there are expected to hear this sometime in June.